Hey there, John. How's it going there? I gotta go get my mic. It's starting to warm up in here, so hang on. I gotta get the mic. Get the mic. Busy day today. Lots of phone calls. How are you doing today, John? Oh, it's a doctor's appointment? Yeah, I'll have doctor's appointments next week. I got 2 of them next week. Okay, let's get back to work. Feels pretty nice out there. It's overcast. Every so often the sun will shine through. Still working on this order here. Good thing about it is I have 12 of these to tie all together. Then I got to pack it. It's be ready to ship out tomorrow. Oh, 38 again? Oh my goodness. That's pretty chilly there. Hello, my honey. Hello, Waymond. Good evening. After this, I'll get to start on Wyman's order. I'll get to start on his in a little bit. Oh, well, thank you. I'm pretty easygoing in my lives. I don't do a lot of screaming and shouting and yelling. These will be going down to the Rusty Hook down in Eufaula, Oklahoma. What about when you land a big crappie? I don't really shout and scream or anything like that. I'm pretty mellow. I got mellow vibes. Hey there, Great Outdoors. Yeah, we're going to try to go live when we're out in Kansas. We'll try to do some live streaming while we're out there. I don't know how much we'll get to do, but we'll see what we can do. I go bam, fish on. We do have our 8-foot prototype crappie pole. I think I'm going to end up taking that with me. That's our 8-foot crappie pole. May give that a try and see how it works out there. Yeah, sometimes they are. That's probably one of the things that makes me a little bit boring when I do live streams fishing. But I like live streaming while I'm fishing. I frown at those myself. What do you mean you frown? Are you talking about the wild and crazy hook sets? Yeah, we do have our jigs of the month, guys. Jigs of the month. We got our Christmas tree. We got the funky monkey. We have the hailstorm. Also the golden shamrock. Every pack is $4.99. Doesn't matter what size you get. You get 3 to a pack. One 32nd, 1/16, 1/8 ounce. We do also have our own chenille. Yep, the Flowcast Striker rod is on sale. 30% off right now. How often do I catfish, and what's my choice for bait? Oh, probably when we get the boat out, my boat here going here soon, probably next week. Sometime I'll be taking the boat out. I'll probably catfish about half the time. Sometimes I'll go catfishing and crappie fishing on the same day. But you know, and sometimes I'll just kind of anchor down close to some brush, and I'll go crappie fishing, and then I'll put the catfish poles behind me, and do both at the same time. My choice of bait for catfish is shad. I like using shad. A lot of times I'll catch them at the lake, and I do a throw net and get them that way. Other than that, you know, I like using, you know, night crawlers. Sometimes I'll use punch bait. Every so often I'll use like chicken gizzards. Yeah, we don't have any skipjack here. The only skipjack I can get, you know, locally is from a tackle store. They do have them down a little bit south of us. Every so often I'll put a bluegill on. tell you, tonight I'm going to try to get to sleep earlier. I worked in the shop till about 10 o'clock last night. I had to paint a bunch of heads, and then I started putting eyes on some of the lures last night too. My wife doesn't have that much longer to teach. You know, school will be letting out here pretty soon. That'll be the beginning of summer. We are going to go to Texas in July. I have the class reunion coming up. I can't believe it's been 40 years. I'm excited to go to our class reunion. They have like a bunch of events happening the whole weekend. I was able to turn her into a fisherman about 12 years ago. My wife will fish. She'll come out with me. She doesn't like going out for like 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, but she'll fish for a couple hours, and then a lot of times, you know, she may read a book or just lay out in the sun or whatever, you know. But if we're going out for like 2 to 4 hours, she'll come out and fish, and if we're catching fish, she'll stay. She's, you know, she stays interested. But I know sometimes I overdo it. Sometimes I'll just be out there 6 or 8 hours, and even if I'm not catching anything, I'll just stay out there fishing, you know. But she does pretty good. She likes catching crappie and perch and stuff like that, or you know, white bass. She likes catching them quite a bit. Here, let's take a quick break here, and I'm going to show the 8-foot rod. I do have the 8-foot pole over here. Oh, I think I already put a reel on there. Where is it at? Where's my 8-foot pole? Ooh. Yeah, we don't have any of the lingo on here yet. But this is the new handle design for the 8-foot pole. I went with a short handle, but pretty nice. There's no writing on here whatsoever, but it's pretty cool. It has kind of a flat black finish, and then we do have the wraps are all chartreuse, and then the tip on this one too, we're about like 12 inches of a yellow tip on there. But that's our 8-foot pole, and it is a 2-piece pole. Yeah, we're gonna stick with the 2-piece 8-foot. I know we've had some people ask about a 1-piece, but the problem with the 1-piece pole, if it's going to be 8-foot, it's almost impossible. The shipping charges for an 8-foot pole, when we're talking anywhere from $45 to $60 for shipping. Yeah, I do too, to some extent, you know. But a lot of times when I go fishing, I'll go on TikTok, and now I have YouTube to do too. Hey there, Wayne. But yeah, our 7-foot pole has the split grip, but on the 8-foot pole, we're going to stick with a solid grip on the 8-foot pole. And that's the one that's on sale right now. This one, we do have it marked down by $10 on the site, and then you can save an additional 10% with the code FLOW10, FLOW10. And then our striker rod is on sale too, and it's at 30% off. That's our striker rod. You got your solid EV foam grip. You got your 2 locking nuts. It's built more for a bait caster, but it's a medium heavy action. And this is the pole that I use also when I go snagging. So we are going to get a 10-foot crappie pole here in the next couple of months. And that'll be a 2-piece too. I don't know if we're going to do many forward-facing sonar rods. I don't know if I want to get into that. We may stick with the shorter poles for a while. I don't know why it sent that face. Oh, you're fine. Oh, 14 years. Yeah, thank you there, John. Yeah, I'm going on 15 years. So I started tying jigs towards the end of, well, really, yeah, I think it was the end of 2010. It's somewhere around October, November back then. And then I didn't go full time into doing what I'm doing till 2012. May of 2012 is when we actually went and quote unquote business and got all our tax and our tax work done, and our checking account, you know, a business account and all that. I could sign the handle for you, yeah. I'll do that for you. I'll have to take you want me to take the plastic off? Off the handle? You can't tell me that all. But yeah, if somebody wants a rod, I could sign a rod for them. Now, I can sign. Now, I've been finding this out because we've had a bunch of people ask for an autograph. What I can do, I could sign this part right here because your hands are going to be on this part. Your hands will touch that a whole lot more. That will get scuffed up there a little bit, but this part here stays, you know, you don't put your hands on it a whole lot. I could sign that part. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, mine when I first started, they didn't look like this. They looked awful. Yeah, my first jigs, they just did not look that good. Oh yeah, so your wife doesn't break them, yeah. Do 5 more, and then we'll start working on Wayman's order. Wayman's order is going to be pretty fun to do. It'll be long. It'll take a long time to tie that order, but it'll be interesting because it's only 3 of each color. It does, John. And we have a real cork handle on ours. Before we started doing rods, my wife and I, we would go into tackle stores and we would see the different rods. Now we have rods. We own ACC crappie sticks, Todd Huckabee rods, Falcon, B&M. What other brands do we have? Browning. Browning has crappie rods too. And Outlaw crappie poles. Some of the crappie poles that we would see in these stores for like a 7-foot pole, we would see that it looked like it was cork until you saw this part right there or this part. And all it was like a cork veneer handle. Now on this, it is to some extent cork veneer, but it was just like a piece of really thin, like a cork wrap, you know, in other words. And I wanted a real cork handle on ours. I didn't want the phony fake stuff. I wanted a real cork handle on our rods. And those rods with the fake cork, man, some of them for a 7-footer, they're charging $99 for a 7-footer. I was like, we can't do that. There's no way. Those rods may have a name on them to some extent, but I would rather, you know, the customer not to be out a whole lot of money. I want our rods to be sellable. No, I never did, but I'll show you something here. I'll take you over. My brother-in-law for, I think it was my birthday, a couple of years back. He had a couple of our jigs that I would tie for him when I first started tying. So that, and then we went into a tackle store. Well, he built me the box. He built me a shadow box. And my wife, one of the tackle stores that I used to have down in Texas, we were in there just visiting one week, and there was still an old pack of jigs in the original packaging that we used to have when we started selling to tackle stores. And I'll show you one of those here in just a bit. And they don't look as good as these do. I'll let you guys know that. I'll take you over there in just a second. I can't bring the shadow box down here because I have it kind of in a spot that you'll see what I'm talking about when I take you over there. But I used to paint the eyes on when I first started making lures. So my brother-in-law, every time we come up with a new hat design, I like always giving him a hat because he wears hats everywhere. Maybe. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. But he made me the shadow box. Okay, so he made me this shadow box. And he got the dates wrong as far as our business establishment. We were in 2012, but it's the thought that matters. So, but those are some of the 1/32, I believe, with the marabou. I don't even think they got flashing on them. And then those are, I think, either 1/32 or 60 or 1/64 ounce. And then down here, we used to pack our 1/8 ounce. I think that's just one to a box or one to a bag. And that's our old packaging right there. You see the eye? I painted that eye on there. And then that sticker there is almost 10 years old. Because we started doing stickers about 9-10 years ago. We would put a sticker. And then that sticker was from, I think it was about a year ago or so. But that's the original crappie picture. If you see on our packaging, that used to be our logo. So there is another pack that we have, and they have some purple jigs, and my wife has them somewhere around. I don't know if they're here in the shop or she put them in a scrapbook, because she keeps a scrapbook on me to some extent of all the stuff the kids did. And you know, I guess she considers me one of her kids too. So but no, we do somewhat keep a scrapbook because we kind of won awards and stuff like that when we used to have a restaurant and stuff like that. But she had found a couple of packs at some of the old tackle stores that we used to have our lures in. And back then we were selling a 3-pack of jigs for we were selling them to tackle stores for like $2.50 a pack. And then they could, put whatever price they want on it. Yeah. Again, I the lures that I first started tying, I mean, I guess since pretty much month 1, I started selling lures. I never thought it would turn into anything. I thought it'd just always be a side thing. I never planned or prepped to become a business. But when I say that, I've always had a business since I was a kid. And let me get that light off behind me because it kind of puts a glare out there. So again, I never planned to have this as a business or a full-time business, but because I always had a business of you know, some sort, one form or another, I always ran it like a business, you know, when we would get orders. And it wasn't until about 2012 that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go full time into this. I'd been selling barbecue. I had a barbecue trailer, and we would park the trailer in certain spots, and I would, you know, I was just, you know, a street vendor or whatever you want to call it. And it was really hot that summer, and I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do this. This kind of stinks. And at that time, we literally had more crappie jig customers than barbecue customers. And I'm like, okay, well, we're going to go full time into this. And if I am, I want to see what is it going to take for me to make what I'm making now, and try to plan it and, you know, set some goals and stuff like that. Ah, well, thank you there. Yep. The back of my shirt, this one here, a friend of mine who does professional, what you call, cornhole. He does cornhole tournaments. And he goes and they play for big money. And he did this shirt for me. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's the company that makes that Regal or Reynolds is the company that's like the official cornhole bag company that makes them. I got a set of yellow ones, blue ones. I think I got some red ones too. But he goes to those tournaments, and they play for some pretty big money. And so I guess we're kind of one of his, you know, I'm not a really good sponsor when it comes to cornhole activity, but he'll make me a shirt every so often, and he's made a couple of shirts for us, and he's done a really good job at them. But he's a good guy. I've talked to him over the phone a bunch of times, and a lot of times he's always sending me either a shirt or cornhole bags. We got another guy, and I cannot remember his name. He was from Facebook. He wanted to put our logo on his car, and he did, you know, what you call dirt track racing, and he put our logo on his car, and that was a few years back. We do have a lot of boats running around with our logo on it, though. I think we got an awesome logo. My wife worked on this logo, but she didn't have the what you call the graphic art know-how to computer-wise to do it. So my daughter-in-law is the one that came up with that logo right there. And then she also did our Flowcast logo. And that's our Flowcast with the catfish. And then she's also going to be working on a Flowcast with a crappie. Got 2 stickers on mine, yep. So, there's no telling when she's going to be able to do the crappie one. Get that complete. Yep, the hats are here. Somebody here? I don't know. Thought I heard a car door. We may have somebody walk up here in just a bit. I'm not going to get up this time. I've been hearing car doors all afternoon, and every time I've gotten up to see if there's somebody here, nobody's been here. Ooh, somebody's dragging a chain. Or a cowbell. Yeah, we do have the hats in. We do have one with we have 4 different colors with the Flowcast and the catfish. And then we have 4 different colors with the Ruben Flores logo on the side. And they do run 25 a piece. You could even use the Flow 10 discount on them too. Hey there, Random. How's it going? I am doing good. I'm just staying busy, which is good. We need to be busy. Last year at this time, we got busy for a little bit, but not this kind of busy. This year's been a good year. Oh, well, good. That's always good, I guess. My dad's birthday is on Saturday. He passed away a few years back. And I'm going to get to be doing what he loved doing. He loved fishing. Good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm having a great day. My family's doing good. Oh, you did? Oh, wow. Thread gauges. Is it a, it's a, oh, the metal lathe, okay, yeah. I worked with a wooden one years ago, but never did a metal one though. Bolt thread gauges. Yeah, I don't know the difference there. I'm pretty ignorant towards that kind of stuff. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know what you guys build. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me check something out here real fast. Okay, I'm supposed to be getting a phone call here. Sometime this afternoon. I got a tackle store calling me up. Got a new deal? Maybe. No, well, not. We let some of the tackle stores know that we have some rods, that the rods come in, and some of the tackle stores have an interest in them. So we'll see how that goes. Tackle Bandit may put our rods in their store. Our crappie poles. They do have our catfish poles. Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be nice if they did bring our crappie poles in. Okay. Next one up. Yeah, that'd be nice if they did carry them. Right now, we just have one tackle store, and that's Nabatac Outdoors, that have our crappie poles. These here are the flow spin jigs. These are for Mr. Wayman here. Hey there, Richard. Good day, good day. I'm going to tie these all up first, and then I'll put the blades on at the very end. I think it'll take too long to put the blades on after each one that I tie. Yeah. Yeah, the thing about the mystery jig box for everybody out there is once you get one, nobody else is going to have the same box. Every box is different. This one here is a custom order because we don't have the mystery jig underspin box on our site. Going off the grid, camping for 3 to 4 days. Oh, wow. Well, that sounds fun there, Richard. I hope you have a blast. We're going to be doing some camping here, I guess on Memorial Weekend maybe, or somewhere around there. Well, we went last year and had a pretty good time. We're trying to find some more comfortable bedding because our mattress had a leak in it. We're also looking at trying to get a different tent too, because our tent had a leak in it. Do, 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 do. 4 months. Oh, that's a long time. Okay, where did the purple thread go? Ah. Okay, this one here is the mud dog. Get my feathers prepped up here. We got somebody driving by real slow. I'll see if they're looking for us. Sometimes when we get customers, they'll drive by real slow because we don't have a storefront, you know, with the sign on or anything like that. They may go around the block here, so, but they may be looking for a different house too. Nope, they're coming here. Okay. I will see you guys here in a little bit. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah. We'll see you guys here in a little bit. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to visit our website, rubenfloresjigs.com. Make sure to also subscribe. Goodbye.